Today's going to be a GDL episode, Gaming Development and Life, where I talk about gaming, some of the development stuff I'm working on, and then some stuff out of my life, just random things that I come up with. I've just now recently gotten back into the whole Doom SnapMap thing, and there's not enough cool multiplayer maps for my group of friends, so I've decided, well, let's just create our own multiplayer maps, and that is actually very cool, very simple to get into. Quite a bit of fun, which is something what I'm doing right now. I'm still thinking about the whole Battlefield thing, but it's a choice between PlayStation 4 and PC, and currently a large majority of my friends are all on PlayStation at the moment, whereas the Doom majority is on PC at the moment. So I don't know, I'm still deciding on that one. Something else I saw today was they announced not too long ago the TAC 4 and the TAC 4 Pro, and these are peripherals for the PlayStation, which are also endorsed by Sony. So it's for the most part bringing mouse and keyboard functionality to the consoles, which when that stuff lands, I am all over it like white on rice. Like I'm just like shit on a blanket. I'm just gonna take it, I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to give some people on PlayStation a taste of PC authority. Because I think that's, in my opinion, the only reason why there's this huge gap between consoles and PC. Hardware and technology aside, the controller is the one argument that comes up 99.9% of the time. So I think if they can bridge that gap and you can play FPSs on a console using a mouse and keyboard, that would be awesome. Then PC owners don't have a reason not to try and look at the console area for gaming. So, my opinion. Development side, well, on Tuesday next week, I'm starting a new job at a company. I am currently looking into upskilling with Angular 2. I do know people have said, but don't do Angular 2, do React, because React is far more refined and is far better in performance. I do agree with them, I really do. Unfortunately, in this case, the job that I'm going to be doing, the client requires a mobile application using Ionic, and Ionic is focused around Angular 2, and it's also a Cordova wrapper as well. So yes, it's a hybrid, one of those build ones, deploy many apps, but I've always been keen to look at Angular, and I know a bit about Angular 1. So the look into Angular 2, and it is completely different. It is so much fun if you're into MVC and you're into scripting languages like PHP and Python. Angular is quite a bit of fun, but I can understand why. I can sort of understand why the performance thing is an issue, which is not one of my. It's not currently one of my issues, because what I'm initially going to be building is I'm going to be that performance hungry that it's going to need a framework that will cater for that. It's going to leverage off of a Lumen web service. For those of you who don't know what Lumen is, it's a micro framework built on the Laravel. So if you've got Laravel experience, you'll love Lumen. It's literally it's a very bare bone framework that will allow you to deploy APIs of your own structure and so forth. Life. So as you now know that I'm starting a new job next week, Tuesday. I'm kind of excited for that, but I'm also petrified out of my mind, because these guys are showing a lot of faith in my capability, and I'm quite excited to get going there, because I'm always keen to learn new tech. I feel if you're in the development world, you should seriously think about just learning as much as you can. I mean, life is short. If you're a hardcore developer and you want to do game development, do it. I'm currently playing around with the Unreal Engine, but on a very basic level. I know nothing about C# and stuff, but this is about life. So my kid, Kimberly, she started her new daycare today. We went there last night for to meet the new school, to see the new school that she's going to, or the creche. My kid's only two and a half years old, or almost 2.5, and apparently she's ecstatic about it. My wife dropped her off this morning, Hidri, my wife. It was just so much fun to see her there when we went there the other evening to see the new premises, because they were initially right behind her house, like if 100 meters, if not maybe a bit more away from my house. But now obviously they're further away, but they're upscaling, they're growing in size. So my wife's excited, my kid's excited, and I think a very, very good indication of a good daycare is if your kids are actually excited to go. If your kid doesn't want to go, question the daycare. Trust me, a kid should not have problems going to daycare. And you know, other than that, it's very quiet at the moment.